Ray Price. Play him every day. The reason why is we get so many requests for Mr. Price. I got him on the line. I want to mention, I was going to call you last night, Ray, but I knew that you were watching the CMA Awards. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have you on. Now, I said I was going to call you last night, but I knew you were watching the CMA Awards, and I didn't want to disturb you.
Watching the CMA Awards. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And you need to turn your radio down.
I was watching it, looking between my two big toes, asleep.
You need to turn, now listen, you're getting a 10-second delay. You need to turn your radio off.
I got it.
You should know that, but now as many times as we've interviewed you.
Well, I've got Alzheimer's disease.
Well, how did you enjoy the awards?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Ray, let's get serious.
You don't want me to get serious, pal. We'll lose it. That'll blow that satellite about half apart.
Willie's listening to us in Maui. I hope he is. Willie's resting.
Oh, he's probably laying down resting in the shade under a pineapple bush.
Probably. Have you ever, he's trying to get Cindy and me to come over to Maui and visit with him for years. But he
ought to have a good time.
Yeah, he said he would pay for the gas.
Yeah, I hear that.
We like to drive
over. All right.
Well. It's so good to talk with you. How's everything going? Are you getting your website up? You need that sucker because people are asking.
Gonna be next week. I promise. My wife is making it now. She's going to get in touch with Cindy probably later today, and they see how they do it.
That's going to be a good thing. Ray Price, folks, a member of the Country Music Hall of Fame. Now, when you were put into the Hall of Fame, correct me if I'm wrong, you went up on stage and received your award.
Yeah, they didn't insult us back then.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Well, I think it's the people in charge that don't like what they're doing and don't care what they do to it. It's just whoever pats their back first.
Yeah, they need to put them on stage. And I remember Carl Smith. Carl told me.
Right out in the audience. That's the first time I saw it. Really made me mad.
No, that was the first one that really grabbed my attention. They said Carl told me they put him in a little room on the side, and then when it was almost time to announce the latest to go into the Country Music Hall of Fame, they came and got him and had him sit on the front or second row, and they said when we mention your name, stand up and take your hat off, take a bow. Carl said he stood up, bowed, took his hat off, put his hat back on, and walked out. And the camera saw him leaving.
That's what he should have done. They've got these young people in charge, which we know that's coming, but they've got people that absolutely is inept in the position they're in.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah.
I hate to say that, but if I don't say that, then I got to say it's because of old people. You're not supposed to do that to old people.
Yeah. I guess I'll know that when I get.
When you get there, you'll know, Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But until then, you can just tell me about it.
All right. You're talking about him being in Hawaii. Well, this guy found a bottle on the beach, and he opened it up, and this genie came out.
Yeah.
He said, boy, oh boy, I'm going to get 3 wishes. And this genie said, whoa, hold on a minute. I'm a different kind of genie. You only get one. Only one, so you better think about it before you make it. So the little boy said for a little while, finally he said, I've always wanted to go to Hawaii, but I'm afraid of boats, and I don't like to fly. Would you build me a highway from California to Hawaii. Miss Jeannie said, my God, man, don't you know what that would take? That ocean's thousands of feet deep out there, and it's 3,000 miles long. Think of something else. So he thought for a little while. He said, okay. He said, well, I've always wondered what women thought like. Could you show me that? And this Jeannie said, do you want a double wide or a 4-lane?
Hey, tell him that joke about the old man marrying the young lady.
Well, the guy was about 65 or 70, and he was marrying a 35-year-old woman. His doctor told him, you better look out. Now, you know, sometimes having sex causes death. The old man looked at the doctor and said, well, if she dies, she dies.
This is Ray Price. This is Ray Price, folks. By the way,
turn me in there, pal. I just hang behind me. Don't let nobody know who told that.
by the way, the next Ray Price comedy stand-up act at Bass Hall will take place in December. We'll tell you about that. They gave you ravings. Did you get my email I sent you where they reviewed you?
Yeah, it looked pretty good, Bill. I'm real happy they spelled my name right, too.
No, you got the top review, man. And they said, I think it was Shirley Jenkins.
Yeah.
Said when Ray Price is singing a ballad, well, that's it. I mean, that's it. That's it. And you're going to be at Willie's place on December 16? You and Billy Bob Thornton and of course Willie.
Yeah, Willie asked me when I was on the radio show with you the last time. Remember?
Yeah.
If what I was doing was 16, I said nothing. He said, "Well, you want to come hang out with me?" I said, "Sure." About 4 days later, I hear they're sold out. Ray and Willie.
Did you notice now? Sometime back, he said, I want you, Bill, to be with us on that December 16. I said, sure. Now, this was before you came on the radio with me that day.
Mm-hmm.
But when you came on that day, he said, Ray, will you be with me on the 16th? Billy Bob Thornton's going to be there.
Well, you know, he didn't say, well, you and the band come on down there. Because he might as well now, because it's got to be me and the band.
He didn't even mention me. And he thinks I'm going to sit here and brag on that show.
You ought to bat mouth him every chance you get.
I will. Hey, listen, what about this? Now, listen. And here's something you ought to think about. Have you heard about Billy Joe Shaver starting his Bottom Dollar Tour?
No.
Yeah, now, I'm not joking.
All right.
All right. Billy Joe Shaver is starting a series of dates beginning at Willie's Place, Carl's Corner, Texas, as his first gig of the series, December 20. And, and listen, the tickets cost only $1.
Choked you up.
That's it. No strings attached, only $1. And it's called Billy Joe.
Well, I don't know what he said, Carl may be at the front door, not letting them out till they pay a little bit more money.
What? What'd you say?
I forgot.
They get in for $1, but Carl won't let them out unless they pay $20, right?
That's it.
Okay. You get that?
That's what you call the bottom dollar. Reach for it.
Well, that's serious. I'm very serious about this. This is a good thing for Billy Joe Shaver.
Oh, yeah, you know, he never has offered me a song. I think he don't like me.
Oh, he does. So you got so many. I mean, Willie writes 85% of your songs. Since you got into the horse business, you ain't got time now. What do you want to? We're about to play another one of your songs, and Cindy, we'll talk about that Ray Price website. But I know you'd like to say Willie's over in Maui. Throw him a kiss.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
I hope he relaxes. He's been working his tail off, and he ain't getting no younger. I kind of get a little concerned about him every now and then, but he needs to rest and enjoy himself over there, and I know he does. So might get to play. I don't know if oh hell. Boy, I've got instant amnesia right then. Chris Christopherson.
Yeah, Chris.
I think they get to play some golf. That's the main thing. He needs to get away from all of it for a while.
Well, I got one more question. Now we're getting away from Hawaii and we're getting into the colder country. Have you ever written Janie's name in the snow?
No, but I'm tempted to anymore. I don't know if it'd be enough pressure.
I heard you could dot the I.
Oh, yeah, right. First.
All right, pal. Thank you for your time.
All right, y'all take care.
Okay.